Hello guys and girls, it's Pasha here, and this will be a tutorial slash walkthrough of how to install a VNC server, configure it, run it, and access it from a Windows client. We're going to use TigerVNC, and we're going to use a TigerVNC server on my CentOS 6.5 operating system dedicated server. Recently installed, just 3.5 minutes old. This may not work for other operating systems, other CentOS versions, or other Linux distributions, so you're free obviously to try it out. Anyway, so let's get started. I have PuTTY installed already, well, running already, and I will simply connect up to my SSH tunnel. It's open. I'm gonna log in here on the other screen. It might ask you for the certificate problem in the beginning. Just press yes if you're connecting for the first time. If you don't already know how to connect to your server with PuTTY, please Google it and you will find everything you need to know. So I'm gonna clear the screen, drag it along onto my second screen for you to see. Gonna change the font size so that you can read it a bit better in case you have a small screen or a slow internet connection. There you go. Alright, now first thing you gotta do is install the TigerVNC server. So that's yum space install space TigerVNC dash server, and press enter. It will ask you, and press Y and press enter. TigerVNC is installed. Great. Now you got to install the group desktop. So you do yum space group install space desktop. If it's a bigger word, or rather if the word has spaces in it, you want to use quotation marks. I don't need it, but I'll put it in anyway. Press Y again to accept the changes. That's gonna take a minute or two maybe. So while that's happening, let's go get ourselves a VNC client. We'll do TiGHT VNC in Google. You get to their website, TiGHTVNC.com. click on download now and click on the correct version that you need depending on your Windows or other operating system installation. I got the Windows 64-bit and installed it, and I have it open here. Now let's go back and see if desktop is installed. Okay, it is. Now the next thing you got to do here is create yourself a user other than root, because you shouldn't use root to SSH in. That's not a good idea. Okay, so you just do user add. I'm gonna do psiraja. Actually, that already exists, I think. Yes, it already exists. So you just have to do user add psiraja and then do su username that you just created, and then you log in as that user. Type in VNC PASSWD to change your VNC connection password. I'm gonna set it to TEST123, and again TEST123 to verify. It's set. I will exit out of my user, and now we need to configure TigerVNC server. We need a text editor. So let's see if we have nano installed. So just type nano, and if it says that to you, which I've actually uninstalled nano for you to see the installation, just type yum space install space nano, and it will ask you confirm and press yes, and that's it. That's installed. Now if you type nano, you'll get the text editor. Just press Ctrl X again. Now we need to edit the file, which is in absolute path etc/sysconfig/VNC servers. That's the file itself. There's no extensions, so just press enter. Now you'll see this file. Remove the hash from the last 2 lines so that it's not commented out anymore. This is the number of the user, and colon username, so P Suraja for me, and you would type in whatever user you created, and this would be the configuration number for the appropriate user. So for my P Suraja account, the configuration is that geometry, which is going to be the screen size. I'll set it to full HD, so 1920 x 1080, and I'll remove the rest, which I do not need. Alright, so that's done. Try not to remove any lines after, even if it's empty, because it does matter in many cases. This text editor doesn't let me do it anyway. Press Ctrl X, press Y to save changes, and press enter to save the changes to the same file. Now that's done, and VNC server is ready to start. So you type in service VNC server space start. It should start up. It's starting up, creating the authorization file, which it just did, and actually it didn't make the authorization file. You'll see an extra line there. Anyway, this is because I've already done this before. So the server is running. Let's go to our VNC Client on Windows, this one right here, and you would type in the IP address of your server, which you used in PuTTY, same one. So you would type in, for example, 192.168.254, for example, and then you would do a colon, and this is not your port number, this is your user number. For me it's 1, and for you it will always also be 1 in case you changed it or using a different user. So 1 corresponds to user number 1, which you configured in the VNC servers file. So just press connect and you'll connect in. I'll take this away and set my own so you don't get to see my IP. Let me do that quickly. And connect, and it asks me for the password, and I'm going to type in TEST123, press enter, and this opens. This is my desktop, my Linux desktop that you just configured. So there you go. And if you want to make sure everything's working fine for some reason, you can just go into your P Suraja whatever user folder, open up your thing, and just do mkdir yt user test, press enter. Suddenly you have a folder somewhere. Where is it? Am I root? I'm root. Okay. Just do su P Suraja and then ls cd home, and here you would do mkdir YouTube test folder, press enter, and suddenly you have YouTube test folder here. So there you go. It's the same thing, it's just a desktop version of it. There you go. So thanks for watching. See you later.